So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah. What time is it? 3 in the morning. Almost 3 in the morning. There's not a lot of people here. No donos. I really thought doing a chill stream would bring in a few more donos. That seems to be what everybody likes. But nope, not a single goddamn cent. So back to the drawing board, I guess. I don't know. I've done a lot today. We did like the Doctor Who stream was like 6.5 hours. I mean, that's a day's work right there. Running that for everybody. And then here, it's a nice relaxing gaming all night. Chill with everybody. And nothing. I guess I'm just not worthy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't been entertaining enough to be worthy of your hard earned dollars. I'll try harder. I'll try to be better. I'll try to be more entertaining. Ugh, can my fucking chest stop seizing up, please? I would not like to die of a heart attack at 50 or 51. Alright, I'm okay now. It was nice. What was nice? The game? Yeah, it was good. It was clever. Don't remind me. You don't need to say that. It says almost 52. Yeah, I am aware. Ugh. What is that? Oh, Tekken fuck. God, I'm just like old and creaky and sore and crampy and stretch. Ow! I'm all right. No, I'm not. I'm all like everywhere I move, I'm just like cramping. There. I think I got it. Getting old sucks. Ugh. This is one of the things I'll be, this is one of the things I'll be replenishing my vitamins with some of the Christmas money because I'm definitely feeling the drag of not having my usual vitamins. They definitely do help the energy. Partly because I don't eat that balanced of a diet. That's entirely my own fault. But the vitamins help to supplement that and give your body what it needs that you're not getting from your food. So that's why I like it. Ugh. All right. Well, I should probably get to bed anyway. Try to maintain some semblance of this day schedule, and then we'll go from there. Fucking hell! Can you just stop being all stiff and crampy? Day schedule. Well, day-ish schedule. We'll say like daytime schedule, not necessarily getting up at the crack of dawn. Yeah. Basically. This is okay. Like, I don't mind this if I get up at, like, around noon and then stream in the afternoon or do a screening in the afternoon and then stream after or what have you. That's kind of the idea. Well, and the hope is that streaming earlier in the day will get a few folks contributing. So what do we get today? We got Funk Monk resubscribed. 51 months. Nothing to sneeze at. The number of months of my age. Ugh. It's not often I feel my age. Today is a day when I feel my age. I don't like it. I don't like it. Nope. Don't like it. It's yucky. My back's achy and it's just everything. Achy everywhere. That's what it's like. You just ache everywhere all the time. 2 days of days schedule, 2 months of night schedule. Yeah, that's about it. That's about right. I'd say that's pretty accurate. But yeah. Well, folks, I guess I'll call it a night here since not too many people around except us crazy night owls. And apparently everyone who is here is broke or just is only hate watching, so they'll never give me any money. So, hi to all my haters. What the fuck is your problem? What I ever do to you? Anyway, YouTube people. Yeah, I don't know if well, it's been a long time since anybody's donated on YouTube, which is a little disappointing. They keep doing the super chats, which I appreciate, but the problem is I haven't sorted out the issue with YouTube yet, where they're taking 30% of my earnings. So for every on top of the 30% that they take, well, they take 30% to begin with, but then they're taking an additional 30% withholding for taxes because I'm an idiot when it comes to economics, and I didn't know that. So what's that? 60% of... So if you do a super chat, I'm lucky if I see 40% of it. So, whereas a dono, like a direct donation through the Streamlabs link up there, you know, PayPal takes their little cut of like 5-10%, and that's it. I get all the rest of it. So, it also costs you guys less because they don't charge you anything beyond what you're contributing. Whereas like Twitch and YouTube will charge you a premium for bits or super chats or whatever. So, I mean, it saves you guys money, and it means more of it is going to me instead of to, you know, everywhere else but me. So if you're wanting to contribute and help out the stream, the direct donos are the best way to do it, bar none. Absolutely. Also, I don't have to wait a month to get them. I can just withdraw them right away and have them in my bank the next day. So that's really handy. So, yeah. Anyway, we are doing a Mega Marathon Madness on Friday. It's that time again. We do them every other week, so bi-weekly. So hopefully that'll bring in a nice chunk of change. Maybe I should put the notice up on... I'll put the event up on Discord just to give everybody the heads up. Because I know a lot of people, even that can't make it, still want to contribute to the, you know, to the marathon and give us some extra time on the clock. So they'll drop early bird donos throughout the week once they see the notice go up. So, yes, I will do that right now, actually, while I'm thinking of it. So just give me a moment here. And if you guys aren't on our Discord, get on our Discord. We have a lot of fun over there. Like just today, we watched some classic Doctor Who, and it was awesome. What time should we start? I don't know what time we should start. I'm so like, because we generally, like when we do the marathons, we like to play Fortnite first and go till quiet time, which is usually 10 or 11 my time, right? And then, if during Fortnite we've accumulated enough additional time, we'll switch to other games overnight, hopefully get some more time, and then, you know, wrap things up with a few more sessions of Fortnite in the morning. Or, if we're playing some big honking, epic RPG or something, we'll just keep doing that until the clock runs out. But that's generally the way it works. So I do a base of 4 hours for those, and then any additional time is up to the viewers, right? So, but I don't know what a good time to start them is. It seems like whenever I start them, it's always like very hit or miss. Like some of them go really, really well, and we get just tons and tons of extra time. Our record is 26 hours. It's $25 for each additional half hour, right? So our record is 26 hours total, which is nuts. We've never beat it. It would be great to beat it again. I have lots of coffee on standby. I'm always ready to go the distance, but if we don't get any extra time on the clock, we just stop when the clock runs out. And I give like grace time too. Like I'm not unfair about it. Like I'll do like a bonus round or an extra half hour or something just to give folks a little extra time. I give a lot of added value, shall we say. So, I don't know. When do you think I should start them, Curlatin? What works for you? As soon as you wake up. Well, yeah, that's great. Well, yeah, it's also when I did 8 hours to start. Okay, so take 4 hours off of that. We did 22 bonus hours. Like, it's still insane. That's almost a full day's worth of bonus time, Or 18.5. Yeah, I cannot math tonight. I'm tired. But anyway, it's still, I mean, that's still crazy. 26.5 and 18 and a half hours of bonus time. That's what it was, yeah. Yeah. Well, I cut down the 8 hour start time because it was just wiping me out, quite frankly. I mean, I normally do an 8 hour stream, daily. Like, I don't know. Anyway. We'll just keep trying things until it works. Wiping your ass dry. Yes. So yeah, as soon as I wake up, but that's not the point. Is like, what is a good time to kind of catch? Well, what's a good time for everybody? Where I can kind of do it and ensure that the most people will be able to be there. If quiet time is 10, maybe a 6 p.m. start. Yeah. But see, then the problem is that's already 9 o'clock for East Coasters. Which is why I was trying to start them a little earlier, like 4, And then, so that means it would only take 2 hours of bonus time to get to quiet time, And then, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. All right, I'll set it for 4, and we'll see what happens. So you guys are getting lots of heads up. Spread the word, and be there. That's Friday, December 8th. That's this Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's the problem with having like an international audience. It's hard to kind of accommodate everybody. But, I mean, obviously I want as many people as possible who want to be there to be there. Crap. Let me just... I don't feel like typing it all out. Let me just pull this up. There! So I was wondering how the marathons work. There it is. I just put it in the Twitch chat. Here, I'll put it on the YouTube side as well, so you can see it. Oh, seriously? Ugh. For fuck's sake. Hold on. What? 5th anniversary? What? Get out of there. I don't even know what button I clicked there. The hell was that? I don't know what button that was. Anyway. Happy 5th anniversary. Whatever it was. Oh, I think it was I was celebrating my 5th anniversary streaming full time. We had like a special stream for that. I don't know why that's still in the mix. Yeah, I think that's what it was. 5 years. I could have sworn I reworded this recently. I streamlined the rules a little bit, just kind of tweaked the wording a bit, just to be a little more, I don't know, it just always came off a little awkward to me, so. I swear I did. Where the fuck was that? Hold on. Let me check Streamlabs here. Come on. Everything's so goddamn slow today. Cloudbot. What's this? Oh, when the hell was this? I don't remember this one. Obviously written by you. I have no recollection of when this was, or when we were doing this. It says, hey, fellow cucks. Streams will now start at 12 p.m. Pacific time and end around 8 p.m. Pacific time. Marathons will start as early as 8 a.m. Pacific time and can go no later than 10 p.m. The fuck? When did we do that? I have no recollection of that. Was that something we did for like a week? When I got my notice? Oh, right. Right, and then I got the idea, like, well, after quiet time, we can just play something quieter. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Disregard that. That's not a thing that's happening. All right, well, I got to streamline this freaking marathon text partly because I've the wording's just a little, it's just a little too wordy. I just kind of want it short, sweet, and to the point. Get the rules down, done. And also, it's too long for me to put in the YouTube chat. There's a character limit, a very extreme character limit in that. And there's no bits on YouTube anyway. Yeah. I mean, I could say no bits or super chat or whatever, but I mean, it just gets too damn wordy. Let me see here. Still too long. For the marathons, donate $25 to extend 30 minutes. Only direct donations are counted. There we go. Well, that's basically it. I don't know how if we're gonna have it in one. So we do that. Marathon rules. Z starts at a base of 4 hours. Donate $25 to extend by 30 minutes, $50 for an hour, etc. Only direct donations count toward the goal. The part that bugs me about that is it doesn't mention the fact that we keep a running tally, so any amount is more than welcome. It doesn't all have to be one person dropping $25 or whatever. You know, it's like you can pool your resources. You know, if you only manages $1, then fine. That's cool. We keep a tally as we go, and then it's like 24. It's only $24 now. So, yeah. Well, maybe I'll have a Twitch version and a YouTube version. That's the only one I can think of. We can just kind of leave the Twitch version as is. Alright. That'll do. Alright, I've got it in my links. Sorry, $25 for 30 minutes. Yes, good idea. I will do that. Hold on a sec. How's that? Let me try this one. Sorry for the reposts in the chat here. I'm just trying to see. Oh, so close. Here, we'll do it like this. There. Any amount helps. We count it all. There you go. That's the gold right there. I think we got it. With 2 characters to spare now. There we go. So this is what it was. And the wording is just, I don't know, a little more fun-ish. Yeah, I think that works. I'll go with that. And just for consistency, I'll change the Twitch one to match, just so it's not so wordy. Yeah, because what is it? Twitch has a 500 character limit for commands. YouTube has a 200 character limit for chat stuff. So even if it's like me doing it, I'm still subject to the same limit. So that's kind of annoying. So annoying. Oh crap! I forgot to monetize the stream again. Oops. Come on. And again, like, just instantly demonetizing me. The stream isn't even over yet. I don't understand why it does that. Meanwhile, my 19.5-hour stream from last week is still under review. Somebody's putting that to the bottom of their queue. They don't want to watch all that. Like, well, then you shouldn't have implemented this stupid fucking system. Maybe think about that. Demonetized. Well, then nobody should be making money. Not even you guys. I hate that system. Makes 0 sense to me. I just see it as they're just saying that to arbitrarily take your money. It's nonsense. Gotta please the shareholders. Okay. How about please your content creators that are actually making the content that makes you all the money? Anyway. Fuck the shareholders. Fuck them. Oops, I got demonetized again because I said, fuck the shareholders. Eat the rich. So I'm going to have to do if I don't start seeing some donos coming in. We're sitting at 1% and it's almost a week into December. I've done so much shit this month. Yeah. On Twitch, anything is monetizable. The irony of it is, like, the whole reason I started multi-streaming was to try to bring in more revenue. And, if anything, I've been making less since. With the exception of JL going nuts with bits. And I think he got in trouble again, by the way, so... I did hear some hushed voices the other day during Fortnite, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. So, I'll make use of that big payout because who knows when there will be another one. But that's basically the big payout that's going to be the catch up and get ahead with everything. So, going to drop a big stack on the utility bills, so we'll be covered well past January. And yeah, stock up on food. Get my vitamins. All that fun stuff. Huh? I don't know what part you missed. He said, sorry, what was that? I don't know what part you missed. Yes, I did. He was getting in trouble for something, which I assumed was the same thing. So, yeah. Told us he couldn't spend any more until after the holidays. Yes. I forget if that was before or after. Because, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the time frame. After he played the last mulch. Oh, it must have been before then. Or after. Or before. Fuck, I don't remember. Yeah, he said that in chat. He said that he couldn't spend any more until after the holidays in chat, but whatever happened while we were playing Fortnite. He's just too generous for his own well-being sometimes. Bless his little heart. Well, yes, I know. It's allowed me to do some crazy budgeting because I don't normally make that much in a month. So, well, actually, if we were hitting the dono goals every month, then I'd be making about that much every month. So, it's the hype of doing it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. The excitement, the fun, the joy, the humor, all of that. It's all part of it. Anywho. Yeah, so we got that sorted out. I also do want to do some editing this week. I got 2 years worth of Christmas videos to edit, meaning I have 2 Christmas videos to edit. I also have a Halloween video that I was going to edit this year, but I didn't. So I guess, well, no huge rush in getting that done, but I'll probably do that somewhere in the mix. And then we'll post it next Halloween. But, ow! Ow! Right on the corner of the metal frame of my desk. On the knee. Right on the knee. Right on the corner. Ow. That's the second time I bashed that same knee today. No, it was my other knee yesterday. Also on the desk, but the other corner. So, I don't know. I'm just glad I didn't get that desk with all the crisscrossy parts. Because I know I would have, had endless knee injuries with that freaking thing. Knee replacement surgery for sitting at your desk. I know. that strenuous physical activity, eh? Anyway, so I was wanting to do some editing. I also got to do like thumbnails and stuff. People have been getting antsy about the lack of Dead Space videos. Wondering when the rest is coming. And yeah, I should really get those posted. And then we should finish the game. But I don't know when that's going to be. But I was thinking of posting those, like, instead of daily, like, do them, like, 3 days a week. And then kind of, well, I don't know if you're here for this. This is kind of my thinking, is I'd like to get back into some kind of, like, proper schedule for the content. So I was thinking, you know, I got all the Skyrim footage sitting there. We could quickly, you know, fairly easily put those together. Really just got to put titles on them and split them up into, you know, hour-long episodes or whatever. So get those going, put them back on Saturdays and Sundays where they were. Schedule the Dead Space ones for, I was thinking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So 3 days a week, 3 episodes a week. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, well, the first 2 weeks we'll post the last 4 parts of Stray on Tuesdays and Thursdays over 2 weeks. And then we can put something else in that slot. And there you go. So then we got like a nice steady flow of long-form gaming stuff that I know a lot of folks enjoy more than the Fortnite stuff. And we'll have a bunch of Fortnite stuff too, because we got that big stack of clips that we did, and we still got more to do. So, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff we can work on, like, right now, because I already have the footage, like all the game stuff, and like that, and just kind of get it all organized again. And then once we start to get that all figured out and scheduled out the ass, then we can finish up some Multimedia Chronicles videos and add them into the mix as well. It's funny because I watch videos and it's like, oh, that content creator's crazy. They make 3 videos a week. I'm like, 3 a week, huh? Yeah. Try 4 a day. Yeah. Well, obviously it depends. Some videos require more production time than others, obviously, but you know, the gameplay videos don't take that long. I don't do like a shit ton of editing for them, but the Multimedia Chronicles ones obviously take long. They require more editing, screenshots, cover pictures, whatever, and all that, cutting out all the flubs. So yeah, retro can take a while because I got to go through. Well, partly because of just how my presentation style was back then. I wasn't. I don't know. My demeanor wasn't as snappy as it tends to be in my videos now. So there's a lot more pauses and uhs and ums and just kind of dead air moments. So I want to tighten all that up. And yeah, one of the things I want to do this Christmas or this holiday season is get at least another high capacity SSD drive in there, and maybe dump all the retro footage to it, because the retro footage is on a very old hard drive right now, and I'm a little concerned. I really don't want to have to recapture all that footage, and if that hard drive goes kablooey. And we've got, but see, that's another thing we can work on, actually, is retro, because where we just finished 1992 in the last batch that went up, and then we're into 1993. And 93 is, you know, there's a lot. I've got most, if not everything, from 1993 captured already. So I just need to edit them. You know, I could probably do another year's worth of episodes. So that covers our Thursdays, right? Covers the Thursdays. Got a shit ton of comic book updates. There's Wednesdays. You know, I got some horror content. That could be Fright Night Fridays, right? I could easily do closer looks at some of my new Doctor Who stuff, and I'm looking to get some additional Doctor Who stuff over the holidays. So that's even more. And it's the 60th anniversary this year too, so it's really the time to be doing Doctor Who content. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff just like sitting there, just waiting to be pieced together that would give the people an abundance of what they want. And that's what I want to do. I want to kind of get everything back on track, and then on top of that, hold on a sec. Yeah, fine, just leave it blue. Then on top of that, there's a whole bunch of new stuff I want to start doing too. Like I want to, I've got a few like sort of more complex long form videos that I'd like to do. Talking about some subjects that I find interesting, or that, they delve a bit into toxic takedown territory, and deal with some stuff like that. I do like this trend I'm seeing lately of, I don't know, what's the term for it? Well, toxic in some cases, not always, but in other cases, just lazy or awful content creators who lie or steal or freeboot or whatever. Seeing more and more and more of them being called out and, exposed for the shams that they are. So I feel like with all of that going on right now, the big thing with Sniper Wolf, the, H-Bomber video that just dropped, and there's been a lot of others too over the past while. And I feel it would be a good time to do some of the toxic takedown content, sort of throw my hat into the ring with some of those issues, the ones that are specifically relevant to things that I talk about. I got a few more rant ideas for, stuff like that. No. Did you not watch the H-Bomber video, dude? You gotta watch the H-Bomber video. Seriously. I know it's 4 hours long, but you have to watch that video. It is legitimately excellent and insanely well researched. He brought so many receipts that James Southerton shut down his whole goddamn operation the same day because he knew he was busted. He just left the internet. And then another video came out about him the next day, which covered even more like heinous shit that he'd done. But the big issue with him is he was just a big fake. Like he'd sort of positioned himself into this as this, guru of gay rights and gay representation in the media and whatnot. And he was just full of shit. He was absolutely full of shit. Half the things he said were either plagiarized or just full on made up. And people were buying it and like just eating it up, and just rampant misinformation and unfounded opinions based on who the fuck knows. But yeah, it's genuinely interesting and just phenomenally well put together. He literally spent a year, about 10 months, putting this one video together. So I don't know if anything I do would be a 4-hour long freaking full-on Netflix quality documentary, but maybe a couple hours, it would be a decent, good meaty length. But yeah, I've got a few topic ideas there that I think would make for interesting long form videos that I think my viewers would really dig. So, yeah, but something like that, I wouldn't be doing too much of that on stream. I'd be kind of working on it offline as like my personal project, and then I just drop it like, here you go, guys. So, yeah, exactly. You knew exactly where I was going with that. But that's it. I'm not even going to tell you what the subject is. I'm just going to leave it in the air. But if you've really been paying attention, which I know you don't, you can probably figure out what at least a few potential subjects might be. But oh, that's not even a problem. That's fine. Like the rendering aspect of it, I just set it to run overnight and it's fine. I've got a sufficiently speedy PC now that if I was to do a 2-hour video, it'll be done in the morning. You know, I've never had. I mean, I've done 2-hour videos. A lot of my gameplay videos are that long and or longer, and you know, or at least like 90 minutes or so. But you know, anyway, that's kind of some of the ideas I've been bouncing around because you know, I feel like we're kind of getting into a nice groove with the multi-streaming now, and that's kind of what threw a bit of a wrench into the works with Halloween. I just the focus on getting the multi-streaming going just kind of consumed me, and I couldn't focus on anything else. I wanted to get all of that sorted, but I feel like we're almost in a comfortable place with that. I'm going to be sorting out the tax issue on my end, like just get rid of that 30% hit every month. Facebook and Twitter, I don't even know if there's any point. Do any of you watch on Facebook or Twitter? If so, you know, drop me a message. Let me know, because nobody seems to chat there. Like I never see any messages or any comments. No, nothing on like Twitter is just dead. I don't even know. I might not even bother with that one anymore. I just figure. I mean, I've got like about, I don't know, 1,300 or so followers on Twitter. And a lot of them are quite active, and I interact with a lot of people there as well. So a lot of you guys, but also, you know, a lot of people I kind of only know on that platform. But so I kind of wanted to. The idea was to kind of expand to all of that. I think TikTok's available. It's in my list. I don't know if there's something I need to do first to kind of activate it. It got a little confusing when I was trying to set it up, and I just couldn't be bothered to go any further with it. But yeah, that TikTok. But I wasn't in a huge rush to do TikTok because I don't have a lot of followers over there. Like I just don't. So I don't know. But you know. What? YouTube? Is that your name? YouTube. Okay. It asks, is this your whole income, or do you have a job outside of that? I used to have a job outside of this and did this in my, when I was not working, and it was just destroying me. It was just too much. So it basically got to the point where it's like, well, I just don't. There's just not enough hours in the day to do both. I have to choose. Do I want this soul-crushing job that I hate, but that pays okay, not great, but okay, or do I want to take a stab at going full-time with the streaming and the content creation? And, well, I went full-time with the streaming and the content creation. I've been doing that since 2018. I'm still here, so it's a little tight sometimes, you know, because, I mean, the nature of this business is we're reliant on, well, I'd like to say ad revenue, but ad revenue really doesn't bring in enough to pay much of anything other than a few bills, maybe, at least in my case. So, you know, we're really reliant on tips from the viewers. So, like subscriptions or donations or super chats or bits or whatever. And collectively, across all the platforms, that does add up to be enough to live on. So, yeah, so I've been doing this full time since May of 2018. So, yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything. But it's actually because I do it full time that I'm able to pump out as much content as I do. because, well, it's what I do for my job. It's literally all I do. So, yeah. But things stagnated for a little while because of some personal things I was dealing with, and well, those things are long since behind me now. So we're kind of gearing up to come back, and it seems like a good time for that too. Like I was saying to you, Carl, I've said this a few times. With you, Carlatinus, it seems to be a good time to be getting back into the style of videos that I do, because those style of videos seem to be coming back into fashion, and coupled with, and what sort of, what I was kind of getting at before, with like all of these sort of, the toxic side of YouTube really having a spotlight shone on it lately, and saying, hey, enough is enough. All right, enough. People who are just full on scamming their viewers, or grifting or freebooting or whatever, or just toxic fandoms milking the toxic fan bases for toxic money with their toxic videos of toxicity, all that shit. But it seems to be getting called out more and more. It feels like the people at large are tired of it and just want it to go away. So it seems like a good time for me to get back on that horse. I know I'm considered by a lot of people to be sort of one of the original ranters from back in the good old days, and I guess technically speaking, that's true. But oh no, I know they'll always be there, but it won't be like dominating your fucking recommended list all the time, just because you happen to like that show they're talking about or talking trash about, So, if at least some of those types can be taken out of the equation, then that would be lovely. The quartering, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, fucking Star Wars Girl, Grace Randolph. Oh my God. Yeah, the Critical Drinker. Yeah, that's the other one. I knew there was. Yeah, all those ones. They're just awful, absolutely awful. But beyond that, regardless of what one thinks of the quality of their content, the real problem is the damage that they've done to meaningful criticism on YouTube. Film criticism, television criticism, comic book criticism, video game criticism, whatever. They've done a tremendous amount of damage to that whole genre, really. And the fact that, and fucking CinemaSins kind of got that ball rolling in a way. But, yeah, it's just really to the point where some people are like, film criticism is dead because of all these toxic fandoms and just the reach they've been able to get. Which, I don't know what's worse, them or the fact that the state of our society allows people like that to exist and make a living off of such vitriolic negativity. So where's the real villain? Is it the one providing that content, or is it the fact that there's such a demand for that content, or at least a perceived demand for it? So, I don't know. It's the whole Lord of the Rings and its infinite plot holes made 100 times worse, to the point where media literacy took a dive. It really did. And the H-Bomber video actually touches on that a little bit. Not too much, because it wasn't the main focus of the subject, but I know it did spur some conversations in that area. It's been quite interesting to see it unfold. But yeah, so I don't know, just kind of putting my finger on the pulse of the internet right now. It just seems like a good time for me to get back on the horse and just kind of, Get back to doing my thing. I don't even want to call it a comeback because I never went away. But, a lot of people will consider it that way because, it's been a long time since there's been regular multimedia content and commentary content and whatnot from me. So I think it's a good time to get back to that. Come back up for subs. We are DOMs. That's right. Soy boy DOMs. Yeah. I liked the whole idea. There was that meme I saw. It's like, wow. Dudes actually, or was it alpha males, regarding alpha males. It's like, wow, dudes actually created an upper class amongst masculinity and put themselves in it. Like they just invented it out of thin air. And it's like, and then he went on, it's like, yeah, oh, you're an alpha male? Well, I'm a hyper dude. You wouldn't understand because you're just an alpha. Oh, you're only an alpha? Okay. I guess that's all right. Hyper dude. Hit them right in their masculinity. It's just so many scared little boys out there. Manosphere Podcast Bros is spread almost. Oh my God, yes, that's. Yeah, I mean that's a whole other can of worms, but it's definitely connected. There is a lot of like spillover into the toxic fandom commentary channels and whatnot. Yeah, it's awful. It's just so much. Well, and again, it's like where is the real problem? Is it the fact that we have the Andrew Tates of the world taking advantage of all of these emasculated men, allegedly emasculated men, or really it's just they're not comfortable in their own skin. They basically emasculated themselves. And it gets into the whole thing of, well, what does it mean to be a man? Well, for starters, how about not tearing people down to make yourself feel bigger? That's a good start. Whether it be women or other men, that's a good place to start. But again, where's the real problem? Is it with the Andrew Tates of the world, or is it with, just lack of education? With, I don't know. It's just, there needs to be some kind of cultural shift. Because the cultural shift we're experiencing right now is not going to go anywhere good. And it's just going to make things worse. So. Well, yes, exactly. It's the perceived image of masculinity being threatened and not the idea of what it is to be masculine and forward thinking. Yeah. It's a lot of very outdated ideas. Ideas of ideals that are really not ideals, and they're destructive. They're destructive to yourself. They're destructive to the people around you. But yeah, I think there's just. So I think the core problem is there's a lot of men out there who are feeling kind of lost in this modern world, and they see someone like Andrew Tate come along, and he's like, dude, bro, and they feel like they belong and that they are understood. But no, that whole thing is actually just making it worse for you. You are making it worse for yourself instead of actually figuring things out, figuring out what you need to do. You're putting your faith in these guru types who really do not have your best interests at heart at all. So, almost cartoonish. Yeah, almost very much a product of capitalism. Exploit labor to gain money to escape the matrix. That's right, yeah. That all seems to be the thing nowadays, isn't it? Everybody's looking for their grift. What What uneducated group can I take advantage of to make money? Anyway, that's a can of worms I am not going to get into in my videos. I'm going to stick to media and, geek culture related stuff because that's really my jam and the jam of my viewers. Believe it or not, I do know my audience fairly well. I know what everybody wants. The problem is sometimes I just don't feel like making those kind of videos. And, I just got to clear my headspace and just do other things for a while. And that's kind of what the past couple of years have been. So that's it. That's it. But I'm feeling the itch to be productive again because I feel like it's just been way too long. So expect some rather lengthy editing streams in the near future. So if you guys want to check out the behind the scenes of how Z does his thing, check it out. It'll be fun. We've done a lot of those over the years over on Twitch. And honestly, I thought they'd be boring for people, but people seem to really like them. And they like, I explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it and stuff like that. I don't just sit there silently editing. But, I've sort of, a lot of people kind of got tips on just how Vegas works and whatnot just from watching me. And I'm happy to provide that. And we chat. And then when I'm, taking a break, then we just sit and shoot the shit for a while. And it's nice. We have a good time with those. But yeah, so I think it'll be a mix. There's some stuff I'll work on publicly, like, update videos and closer looks and things like that. But then there's other things, the more sort of, projects that require a little bit more attention, I guess. Maybe a little bit more research. Maybe even have to write a script just to kind of keep all my thoughts organized. If it's like a big subject with a lot to go into. So, yeah. But it's definitely something I'd like to try. So, we'll see how it goes. If it never happens, well, then you'll know how it went. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to maybe fry up a pork chop and watch some television. And then I will go to bed. And then I will get up tomorrow and stream again. So what was this? Vermin. Sorry, dude, I didn't see you in the chat there. Vermin's in the YouTube chat, and he says, "And we wouldn't trade you for anything. Maybe some goth girls, but it would need to be a high number of goth girls." Wow, I wonder what the ratio is of goth girls to Z equivalency. That's got to be a huge number. At least 3. Vermin says, "For me, it was the endless clones of AVGN." Yes, actually, again, in the H-Bomber video, he does touch on AVGN, specifically because the main subject of the video is plagiarism, right? So he did touch on the subject of plagiarism when it cropped up with AVGN's videos, and he does kind of talk about some of the stuff I've been talking about with Luke recently, in that his new videos just don't seem to have the same soul that they did back when he was just doing it all himself. And that's unfortunate. But I get it. I mean, it's become more of a job for him than the sort of hobby job that it was before. So it just feels like there's not as much passion in it. It's more just about producing product. So that's the thing. Like for me, the day I lose my passion for what I make videos about is the day I stop making videos. Simple as that. If my heart's not in it, then I'm not going to do it. And that's why I haven't, honestly. That's why I haven't done a lot of multimedia chronicles stuff over the past few years, is because I just my heart wasn't in it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna force myself to do it, you know, just because that's what everybody wants. No, because then it's gonna end up being half-assed. So no, I'm gonna wait until I'm in the right headspace to do it properly, and then I'll get back to it, you know. So it was this. Yeah, Vernon says, for me, it was the endless clones of AVGN. Now, AVGN was good when he arrived. It was a shtick, but it was coming from a passionate and knowledgeable place. Well, exactly. This is what I just said. Then Nostalgia Critic, I hated. Angry. What is it? Hated. Angry, just nitpick and shout and shoot gun and scream. I liked Nostalgia Critic when he first came out, but again, I feel like it became too sort of corporate in a way when they put together Channel Awesome, and then there was some controversies there about like sexual harassment and what it was just a big fucking mess. And then after all of that, it just felt like it's too businessy, you know, and less of someone doing something they enjoyed. And the thing is, and what really clinched it for me was Doug tried to retire the Nostalgia Critic a number of years ago and started doing other types of videos. And they tanked, absolutely tanked. So he went back to doing Nostalgia Critic videos. And for me, that was kind of it, because I thought like, well, okay, yeah, he doesn't really even want to be doing it right now, like anymore. He's done with it, but he built his audience, and now that's all they want to see from him, just the same shit, same shtick over and over and over. And it just struck me as like, well, now he's just doing it because it's the job. It's become the job, you know? So, yeah. And then he says, and then people copied that, and I hated that style of videos and review. Yeah, there's a lot of that, the sort of angry review style. And honestly, it's a style that very few can do well. I think AVGN and Nostalgia Critic were the cream of the crop there in their heyday. And, you know, I know a lot of people liked Angry Joe. I never really liked Angry Joe. Then there was Spoonie, although Spoonie talks more about comic books, I think. At least on his Twitter. But there, I don't know, there was a bunch that came out around the same time, and it just seemed like this angry reviewer thing. Irate Gamer was the worst. Absolutely garbage. Absolute trash. Complete blatant ripoff. Even like almost copying AVGN scripts verbatim half the time. Just trash. And I love that his last name is Bores. It's like, yes, you do. You bore. And he just has like no personality to his delivery. No comic timing to his humor. And it's just awful. Absolutely awful. Painful to watch. I don't know how he had any kind of audience. But it's like, yeah, AVGN was doing it because he was genuinely passionate about it, and a lot of it came out of nostalgia for his own childhood experiences. And, you know, he collected games because he loves the old games. Whereas Irate Gamer just bought a game collection on eBay, you know, to copy AVGN. Like, anyway, that whole mess. But yes, I don't really watch any of those anymore. I used to be like such an avid AVGN viewer. He was the only one really that I watched with any consistency. But then it got, yeah, it got too corporate basically, because he works with a production company now, like sort of one of those, you know, networking. What was it when he was doing rental reviews? He was I watched a few of those. I thought they were okay. Um, I thought rental reviews was him. Uh, I thought it was something that he had put together himself, where he was just sort of talking to some of his friends that he knew, like local friends. But no, apparently those aren't his friends. They are employees of the production company that produces the AVGN content now. And like yeah. Anyway, H Bomber goes into that a little bit in his video. I did learn a few things I didn't actually know from that, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah. But that's not even the issue. That's just, call that selling out if you want. But whatever. I mean, he had his fun, he had his passion for it. He talked about everything he wanted to talk about, did everything he wanted to do, and now he's just doing it to pay the bills and whatever. More power to him. He's happy. He's got a good life. And if he's okay doing that, then that's fine. Because I think James is a good guy. Like, I know a guy who knew him. And, he seems like a pretty down-to-earth guy from what I've heard. Like, kind of the very genuine person. But, yeah. I forgot where we were going with all this. I'm so tired. Just a lovely little rambling conversation. Oh, what was this? Curlatin says, if you're mad at men wasting their money on OnlyFans creators, then be just as mad as people who give money to podcast bros giving misogynistic advice. Yes, correct. I don't begrudge anyone who has an OnlyFans. I'm like, he says, I love saying this now. You can't pay for a father figure just like you can't pay for a girlfriend. If you're mad at men wasting their money on OnlyFans creators, then be just as mad at people who give money to podcast bros giving misogynistic advice. Yeah, exactly. And I see that all the time. And I don't get that. Like, this whole stigma, like, oh, you do OnlyFans, then you're a whore. And it's like, fuck off. Get your head out of your ass. It's the 21st century, all right? This is something people do for a living, and it's perfectly valid. So, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Like, I follow a few content creators, women who have an OnlyFans in addition to doing their other content. And they're very upfront about it. They say, yeah, I do it for the money because there's good money in it. I'm reasonably attractive, so I can make good money at it. And that's it. And I say, fuck yeah, more power to you. I would do the same thing if I didn't look like a fucking orc. So, yeah, I just don't get that. They sell the image to their body in various ways, and that's... Well, yeah, and a lot of them aren't even... It's not even porn. It's not even nude. It's just kind of sexy, I don't know. But there's this stigma attached. They go, oh, if you have OnlyFans, it's porn. So... But yeah, I follow a few creators who do that, and some of them are very vocal about some of the shitty messages they get from just these judgmental assholes, who just all about the patriarchy, man, all about the patriarchy and keeping women in their place and blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, okay, well, it's not the 50s anymore. I don't know if you're aware of that. We're coming up on the 2050s, so you're almost 100 years behind the curve there, buddy. So maybe come into this millennium here for a little bit. Okay, it's not as scary as you think. It's actually a pretty nice place most of the time. So. Oh, God. Carlatin says, even worse are the men that pay for the subscription only to message them to try and fix them. I can save you. I know you don't oh God, that's something that's as old as time. Like, the whole guy who has a regular prostitute that he visits, and he wants to be her knight in shining armor and save her from this horrible life. It's the same shit, just in a different medium, if you will. It's like, I know you're only doing this because, times are tough and blah, 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 blah. Yes, and then when they don't accept their offer, they become the worst person you can imagine. Well, and on a smaller scale, it's like when a guy sends some unsolicited DM to a girl, and she rejects, some flirty thing, and she rejects his advances, and then he's like, oh, you're ugly anyway. Blah, blah. It just tries to turn it around, and holy shit, Verminart.
$10. My last dono I can do this month.
Dono.
OnlyFans has a bad rep, but isn't just porn stuff. It's literally how you want to use it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Patreon Plus. Extra content early.
Exactly.
I don't care if someone wants to get Norks out for me. Waiting for Zed Norks.
Well, we're on Twitch. Never mind. Thank you so much, Vermin. Appreciate that, dude. Our only dono today. So that means I've made almost $2 an hour today. Better than zero. So thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the other thing is with the marathon, I was just going to add with the marathons, one of the reasons we started doing the early bird donos is so I would potentially have some money for the weekend, like for the day of the marathon, so we could get like food. Get food, munchies, and weed and or rum if it's a drinking night. We gotta get some rum going. We gotta get some rum going this month. I haven't had rum. God, when did I last have rum? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Weed just kind of took over the vices. Honestly, much healthier for you, especially the edibles. It doesn't have all the issues that alcohol and smoking does. But yes, I'm sure. Vermin says I would donate more, but posting the 2 packages cost a lot. I can only imagine. And yeah, I know. Well, thank you so much, dude. I hope that I am, in a comfortable enough position at some point I can send you something at some point, too. I wish I could afford to be more generous. I mean, I guess I could, but then I'd be sacrificing something that could go towards something I could do for the show, I don't know. I am generous inside, in my mind. I'd love to send rum, but I don't think I can via post. True, yeah. Amazon? I don't know if you can. Because I know, Kralatin, same. I donate to you in my mind. I know, in your mind, you're like just stupidly rich and just totally the biggest whale of the channel, just keeping everything rocking and rolling. Never mind, just barely afloat. I know. But, and he also said rum and coke, pretending that was a mistake. I think they changed a lot of rules about gifting alcohol and stuff. I don't know. All I know is here, if I want to buy booze, there's literally only like one kind of place I can do that at, and that's either a beer and wine store or a government-run liquor commission store, and that's it. And then other than that, you're going to a bar. But we don't have, the only kind of, booze you can get in non-alcohol licensed stores is like the non-alcoholic. I don't think you can. I don't know. I mean, I know Amazon sells winemaking kits, so I guess you can order stuff and make your own. Oh, believe me, it's not watered down. It's just the government-run one. So, taxes are pretty consistent across them. So even like the smaller stores, the beer and wine stores, I think the smaller stores tend to be a little more expensive, actually, because they've got a little more overhead. But the official liquor stores, like I've got one within walking distance of me. It's huge, way more selection than the mom and pop stores usually. I mean, it's a freaking supermarket of booze. Like, it's crazy how much is there. So I always go to the rum aisle, which is just tons of different kinds of rum, and that's it. And I load up. Well, load up meaning I buy a bottle, and then that'll last me like a month or whatever. But yeah, but price wise, I mean, they're pretty reasonable, and alcohol content wise, definitely not watered down. Yeah, the Bacardi that I get is, I mean, it's the same shit whether you get it at a mom and pop store or the government run place. But yeah. Actually, I think mine might be a big mom and pop place. It's called Lucky's. That doesn't sound like liquor commission. So, I don't know. Anyway, it's good. So it's such a shame. I use a website called Masters of Malt. They are awesome. And also Skull Crusher. Do a bottle of liquor I really want me and you to drink. Oh, okay. I'd be down with that. That sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it gets into a sticky area when you're crossing the border, or several borders, as might be the case here. But possibly I might be able to order stuff within Canada. Like, I know you can have it delivered. Like, you can have bottles delivered to you. If you want to pay out the ass for the convenience. But that's about it. I don't know. Did you guys see my dinner tonight? The Vindaloo. Oh, right. I was in the middle of putting together the marathon thing, and we got sidetracked updating the commands. So go 4 to 8. Yeah, so start at 4 p.m. Go till 8. That is that. Excellent. Yes, the chicken vindaloo that I made last night. Full kilo and a half of chicken in there. Basically 5 breasts. Big, plump, juicy breasts. Made some garlic rice. Cut up some carrots. Lightly fried them in olive oil. Mixed them in with the sauce. It was good. It was good. I can definitely see why Lister loves his vindaloos. Because holy shit, vindaloo is good. As soon as Skull Crusher do international shipping, I will try and order us both bottles of it. Excellent. We will drink it together on stream or something. In other news, I have my hefty, bofty Cuban cigars arrived today. So, yeah, Xmas will be smoky. Excellent. Cigars? Yeah. You mean the BBC of cigarettes? 5 cheaper ones still cost 50 quid. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, BBC cigars. British Broadcasting Corporation, clearly. Definitely. And holy shit, it's Scully. Good morning. I always try to sneak out before you wake up so you're not disappointed that I'm leaving when you get here. But here we are again. Did you enjoy the Doctor Who? Well, what you managed to see of it. Good morning, as Quack would say. Spelled as in mourning someone or something. Yes, it's always good to mourn. And Funk Monk, with an entrance I was not expecting, says, just slipped on my bum on my balcony. Lol. On my bum. Fabulous. Oh, noes. Now we have to put up with Horny Z for morning. Horny for Z, morning Scully. That's right. Just wakes up horny for Z. Well, I mean, for me, I go to bed horny. I wake up horny. I have horny dreams. Walk around all day with a raging heart on. Just constantly. Too sleepy to be horny? Oh, I bet I could wake you up. Surprised it wasn't on me arse. On me arse. On my bum. Just sounds funnier. I fell on my bum. Tee. Yeah. Who here doesn't wake up horny for Z? Wow, Funk. I never knew. I'm flattered. I fell on me fanny in it. You fell on your fanny or in your fanny? It's not a thing, Scully. You could never be too sleepy. It's just a droop on instead of morning wood. A droop on. Fanny to us, yes. Commander Worf's head looks like a fanny. That would be eye wincing. So if you wince, your eyes look like fannies. Look at my fanny face. I think I'm going to cook a pan fry a pork chop and go to bed or something. Full of pork chop. What am I watching right now? I don't even know what I'm watching right now. Am I watching anything right now? I was watching some. Oh, I should watch some more Squid Game, actually. The game show. Yeah. I've only watched the first couple episodes of that. But it is good. It is good. Going to bed with a pork chop. Well, hey, we take what we can get, right? Lol, what? No, falling on my fanny would be like crunching my dick into the flat edge of a wall, straddling my legs. Yes, a fanny is a vagina. It's not a bottom. You're getting your bottom bits mixed up, I think, Kralatin. The inferior game show to the superior Netflix show and Mr. Beast video. Well, the inferior game show is also a Netflix show. And I actually think it's great. I think they did a good job of it. I've been enjoying it. So fuck you. Pork chop sandwiches. Except I only have one piece of bread left and no butter, so... I've been watching the Great British Baking Show, and like, why the fuck is that show so relaxing? I don't know. I'm looking forward to the season finale of Squid Game The Challenge, which we should be getting tomorrow. Oh. Why are they putting them out, like, in spurts? I don't get it. Is it still ongoing, like, when they started releasing it? Like, I don't know. I don't know why they did that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I won't lie. Someone in another community interchangeably uses fanny as posterior or genitals. Don't sue me, you bruv. In it. Well, I mean, in it is basically a colloquialism of isn't it. So, if it doesn't work with isn't it, then it also won't work with in it. You know that. Yet you keep using it incorrectly. I also use in it quite a bit. I blame British television. See, that is where we differ. I always make sure it is used appropriately, so as not to make all my UK friends cringe too much. I mean, they're already half cringing at least hearing their Canadian friend using their sacred British slang terms, but, you know. Is he? And it is used a lot after sentences over here. Yeah, well, I always got the impression it was kind of used to almost like emphasize a point. You know, no reason whatsoever. In it. But see, that almost works, because like it's like... You know, the reason is no reason. In it is almost like a... No, it is not. A can be used in literally any sentence. A. I speak prober. I barely use slang. Oh, I see. You speak prober. I didn't realize that those who probe had their own language. Bristol, I assume you mean Bristolian? Bristol? Yes. Where can I sign up for probing? I don't know. Ask Funk Monk. Apparently he's fluent in prober. Props, in it. Gert Lush. You know what I meant. Yes, I did. Of course. But I'm not going to just ignore the comedic potential of it. Funk is a might fine lad, bruv. In it. Word. Governor. What? You what? You what? I just love how much you what implies. Like, you're about to just throw down with that person for that stupid shit they just said. Just so simple. So short, so sweet, so to the point, but conveys so much. You what? Yeah. And actually, the intensity is determined by the tone of voice, I find. It's like you can say it just as a simple what the fuck. Like, you what? Like someone says something stupid. Well, someone says something like, I fucked your mother last night. You what? Then shit's about to go down. So Tuesday in it. Well, now it's Wednesday. Actually. Well, actually. So this is the post-gaming chillin' chat part of the show. We do this quite often, too. We just get tired of playing games. We just shoot the shit for a while until I leave. Enjoy. For some people, this is their favorite part of the stream. And that's cool. God, the like porn bots are out of control on Twitter. I get so many just random interactions from them trying to get me to click on something or whatever. So many. Yeah. Elon really has fucked that site up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kind of like everyone predicted he would. I don't get why people, like, support and defend him. Like, he's not going to give you $1 billion. He's not going to... He will literally do nothing for you. You don't exist to him. Why are you worshiping him? What are you trying to gain here? Yeah, I know even Elon still calls it Twitter. That whole situation is just such a fucking joke. Oh, this is speaking of Sean being a dick in Fortnite. We need a... How many times will Sean actually his viewers for no reason? I give this an edge in it. What's all fuss about? What's all fuss about? Wow. That I think you went deep, Bristol. There, I can barely penetrate those words. I messaged Elon about his AI wife. Apparently, when someone said something about that before he responded and was denying it, they were like, it was a joke. He takes everything very seriously. Fuck you. Fuck you, Disney. Don't advertise then. Just don't advertise. Fuck you. F-Y. Fuck you. That very public tantrum about Disney pulling their advertising was quite funny. You could see he was, like, visibly agitated by it, like, severely. But, yeah. You can't be anymore tries to be the nerdy cool guy without being either nerdy or the cool guy. In fact, he's quite the opposite. In it. The word of the day is in it. Word. Yeah, see, word has a lot of connotational meanings as well. Just, as a replacement for cool. Cool. Word. I'm like, wow, that thing was pretty interesting, wasn't it? Word. Or, can you recommend a good word processor to me? Word. Yeah. For the 90s, that shit was dope. It was so bad. That's wiggity wiggity whack. Damn. Shit. That is whack. So bad, it's good. Mm-hmm. No, it's fucking bollocks. In it. It's fucking bollocks in it. See? That's a good play. That's a good spot for an in it. It's fucking bollocks in it. No, it was good. Nah. Really wasn't. Bollocks. It was a bunch of ass. It was a bunch of arse. Ass. No, I did say arse, but I said it Britishly, so it was ass. Ass. Yes. I don't know why I'm saying word out loud and folding my arms and slightly nodding every time I type it and putting sunglasses on. Yes. Word. Word. What up, my homies? That's right. That's right. Oh, it's 421. I missed 420. Goddamn. What? A bolio water. A bolio water? I'm guessing. What, water? Oh, a bottle. A bottle of water. That's what it is. Yes, I got it. Yeah, the whole thing of certain accents omitting the letter T from many words. I'm British. You what? See, you what? Where's the T? Isn't it what? You what? No. You what? British. Yeah. But Bristol, I believe you do pronounce the T in Bristol. Because otherwise it would just be bristle. To make that bot part loud. And then ool at the end. Bottle. Brizzle? Brizzle? For shizzle my brizzle. You actually call it brizzle? Really? Brizzle dizzle dazzle. There you go. Brizzle. Bristol. How close are you to Whitby? Once again, geography not being my strong point. You know, Whitby, the place where all those goth things happen and they tend to converge there a lot. It's like a nexus point for goth activity. Yes. Not Latina goths? Well, there might be, but you probably find more of those in, like, I don't know, New York or something. Actually, speaking of which, what did you think of the GTA 6 trailer, Kralatin? Very lovely Latina leading lady. Not close. Couple hours. In Canadian terms, next door to it, though. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, it's closer than me. Texas. There you go. It's very GTA. Represents Florida to the T. Just all the absolute madness and rampant obesity. Yes. Yeah, I think it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm very stoked about it being like mega Vice City. I like copyright flags be damned. I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. I'm gonna play it so hard. Yeah. Trevor would be average in Florida. Yeah. People wouldn't bat an eyelash at him there. He would even fear the Florida man, and no, Florida isn't the obesity. Okay. Really excited about the new GTA. Oh, I know. It looks so good. It's amazing how far the graphics have come, too. Bring people back to doing the races. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the races are okay. I mean, I'm not big on sports games, but racing games are like one of the few that I do enjoy sometimes. I don't really play them as much as I used to. I used to be more into them when I was younger. I don't know why, but it looks like it will destroy consoles and PCs from the graphics. Yeah. Well, everybody was saying, next gen, like the next Xbox and the PS5 Pro are probably the way to go for this one. And people are a little concerned that there's no PC version announced, but you know it's going to happen. Come on. When were you a young lad? I don't know. 100 years ago. Racing was horse and buggy. Pfft, whatever. Don't besmirch the good memories I have of my pet dinosaur. I admit my age all the time. People just never listen. They refuse to. I think it's because they refuse to believe it. Because I'm just so strappingly young looking that they just tune out and they don't hear it. It just doesn't compute. Eager to see actual gameplay? Yes, absolutely. Did it take a hot minute for 5 to come out on PC? I don't know. I mean, 5's been out for literally 10 years. And it's been on all 3 generations of console in that time. Alright, Vermin says it took about a year. So, okay. That's not bad. It's alright. I think it was the same for the early ones, the PS2 ones. I remember Vice City, the original Vice City took a while. But, oh. I said almost 52, and you're like, thanks, nobody asked. I am well aware. Oh, yeah. Sorry for not chatting much, just enjoying the stream, doing some personal stuff, lots of multitasking. Hey, no worries. No worries. We chatted a lot during the screening anyway, so it's okay. You got shit to do, you got shit to do. Just glad you're here. Even though I've been trying to leave for like an hour now. I also meant to change the category to just chatting like 2 hours ago. Yeah, but that's Vice City back when gaming PCs were for cocks. Well, actually, I mean, if you talk about the difference in graphics back then between like a PS2 and a PC, it was even a bigger difference than it is now. in particular with just the higher resolution. But I remember seeing the photos, like the screenshots from GTA Vice City on PC when it was first announced. And of course, by then I'd played the shit out of the PS2 version, and looking at the PC version, I was like, "Wow, this looks substantially better." I mean, still the same old low res textures, but everything just looked crisper, cleaner. You know, you could see farther, stuff like that. So, I played 5 online a bit yesterday. I forgot how awful some people are on mic in that game. Ugh. One of the reasons I rarely play multiplayer games unless it's just with my friends. And that, I mean, that's been a thing since the early days of online gaming. People trash talking. Actually, just watched the trailer for GTA 6 20 minutes ago. Oh, really? Well, there you go. Yeah, I thought it looked great. And apparently it's been in development for quite some time, and I think that shows. But, yeah. It's crazy how long it's taken, though. I mean, it's just a joke how GTA 5 has been around so long. It's literally been through 3 generations of consoles. And been given a remaster on every one of them. So, Skyrim. Actually, yeah, I guess because we still don't have Elder Scrolls 6, do we? 12 years. Yes, 2011. That's right. Well, and I was like late to the party. I played the special edition for my first ever playthrough. And that alone had come out for like some anniversary or something, I think, for the original. And it's crazy. But I mean, much like GTA 6, how they were saying this thing's going to be huge. I know they've been saying that about Elder Scrolls as well. But didn't we talk about that before? Like each subsequent Elder Scrolls game takes longer and longer to come out because they're just bigger and bigger and bigger. So, yeah. Do we have even the vaguest ETA on that? Like, haven't heard a thing. Oh, okay. 5 or 6 months ago, gameplay footage of it leaked. I saw a video of Muda talking about it, showing stills. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Yeah, because he posted a video yesterday. He says GTA 6 leaked again, or something. It's like, when was the first one? $2 billion. That's ridiculous. The most expensive video game ever, apparently. I mean, that's like, well, actually, the most expensive entertainment product ever. Like, that's more, like, no movie has ever cost that much. No game has ever cost that much. Yeah, that's right. Most expensive anything in media. That's crazy. As Vermin says, I still wish that Rockstar had got the license for Blade Runner. They had massive plans for an open world Blade Runner, but then admitted that it was a good thing they couldn't get the rights because it would have probably bankrupted them, as they didn't imagine it would sell well. Too niche. Yeah, I know us Blade Runner fans are very loyal and fanatical, but yes, it is quite niche, I would say. And that's and that's excluding when they strip nude for GTA 6's online. Awesome. What? You mean a strip club where the strippers actually strip? Maybe at the time they were right, but it was pre-Cyberpunk, so I imagine they might have sold a lot more than they predicted. Yes, Carl says, did you see that tweet where Elon said he didn't finish GTA 5 because he had to shoot cops as a mission? Yeah, was it that he didn't finish it or he just didn't play it? Yet, he has said in other tweets that Saints Row 4 is one of his favorite games. So, okay. So which is it, Elon? Which is it? You're okay with shooting cops in that game, but not in this other game. Sure. And also, don't mention about killing and doing anything and hookers, etc. Go Elon. Yeah. Again, he can't be the cool nerdy guy if you are the opposite of both. Yes. He's in his own little world. He really is. Only he understands it. Or maybe even he doesn't understand it and he just kind of lives life a day at a time. I don't know. Is it? No, I mean, Michael says, no, I mean when Rockstar will likely, in the not far distant future, putting all their focus on the online content like they did with 5. I hope not, but I think they will. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, if that's the case, then great. I'll play the single player campaign and have my fun with it, and then I'll put it away. You know? I mean, that doesn't matter to me. The main thing for me was just give me a nice, robust single player experience like all the other GTAs have done. You know, with a solid story, interesting characters, and just lots of fun, random shit you can do. That's GTA to me. GTA is not online. GTA is not just running around doing random chaos constantly. That gets boring really fast. To me, it's always been about the world building and the stories and the characters and all of that. And it's always had really well written stories. You know, Dan Houser and everybody who does those is crazy. Anything from the main story of GTA 5? No, it wasn't. It's quite a lengthy story too. Like it'll keep you busy for a while, you know. And there's a lot of iterations that, you know, online really made you feel like the king of your own world. Yeah. As it Vermin says, I can see that, Carlatin. Maybe if they wanted me to hire a really boxy POS looking thing, but there are cars in Blade Runner that look like the Cybertruck. Yes. Well, also we you know the Blade Runner as a franchise has definitely had a lot of new life breathed into it in recent years. You know, with the sequel movie, we've got the anime, we've got tons of comics, which I need to get caught up on. Actually, I've only got the first miniseries they did, but yeah. It looks just like a vehicle that Blade Runner might have driven. It's not an issue of shorting the story. More with 5, I was just bummed how they didn't continue the... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because, like, was it Vice City and Liberty City had a couple. GTA 4 had 2. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, and then rather than just having GTA 5 DLC, they just poured it all into online. So it was all DLC for online, which I don't care about. If there's a single player experience on it and I can play that without having to deal with any other people, then maybe I'll play it just to have a fun GTA experience. But or I'll just play with my friends. That movie, Blade Walker. I can see Rich Dickyard driving this and chasing down Robotoids. Elon. Yeah. So ridiculous. Michael says, I did attempt the online once. To say the enjoyment waned would be putting it lightly. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's fun just to go into a game like that and just tear shit up and just enjoy a bit of chaos. But not constantly, not all the time, not every day. And it seems to me like a lot of people that play that are just like, they only play it to, do stupid shit or make content about it or whatever. Make content of the stupid shit they do. And I don't know. You know what? I was about to. I was just wanted to. I had already snickered at Michael's comment, so I had to read it first to make it clear what I was snickering about. Now I'm going to go back and read your comment, Kurlatin, where he says, I did attempt the online once to... Oh, wait, that's Michael again. Lol. There. Okay, I read what you wrote. Says, well, if they're talking money on the table, they made a shit ton more over the years with online than story mode DLC. I'm sure they did. But that's great. I'm happy for them. That's not all with online. I don't care. I don't like online games. How many more times do I have to say this? I don't like them. I don't like playing with other people. I am antisocial. I want it to be I want to have a robust single player experience that I can just immerse myself in a fake virtual world that I might like to live in. That's it. I don't want to deal with people and all their inherent bullshit. Hey, Sean, I'm correcting you. I'm not persuading you. Okay, cool. It's like actual RPG level missions you can do with your friends. Cool. Can I do them by myself? Can I do anything by myself? In which case, what is even the point of the online component? Yeah. Well, if there's like a robust single player experience to compare with the standalone games, then, maybe I'll check it out at some point. But I really have zero interest in the online component. I just don't like online games. Never really have. Like, quite frankly, I'm amazed at myself for having played Fortnite for as long as I have, because I normally hate online games and multiplayer games. So, yeah. GTA Online is a nice feature, but like Z, I prefer single-player gaming with a good story. Yeah, I'm about stories. I'm all about stories. I want a good story. Tell me a story. So, yeah, that's the main thing for me. So anyway, I'm excited about GTA 6. It's like, oh, yes, good, finally. It's about fucking time. We get another big, big epic story of single playerness. Yeah, just immersion. Yeah, immersion in the world, in the virtual world. Rather than listening to some 8-year-old tell me how they will fuck my mum. Yeah. Fortnite is, Kraten says, Fortnite is extra nice because they quadrupled their anti-cheat where virtually nobody has hacked and modded for a while. That's good. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I hunger, and I think I'm going to watch something before bed. So have yourselves a wonderful day or night, everybody. I will see you later on. Likely going to do some editing or something later today. No big plans. Aw, we love you too, Vermin. Thanks, dude. You're the bestest. You're the bestest. And hopefully we can drink that Skull Crusher booze at some point. Coffee was really good. And And hopefully, if you sent me any more, it doesn't explode all over the box this time. The cats were freaking out just smelling the coffee. I was like, why do they keep smelling the box like so obsessively? And then we opened it up and found out. Actually, that's one of the videos I'll be editing tomorrow if we edit videos. Yeah, it was a bag of coffee and it exploded inside the box. So I open it up and there's just coffee everywhere. I'm like, did you just use coffee for packing material or what? It wasn't that bad. There was definitely some spillage. But yeah, I'm so worried it might have opened up again in the package that's coming. Everything smelled great. Yeah, everything smelled like coffee. But yeah, I think I told you what my mom used to do is she would when she would send treats and stuff is she would just cut a little snip in the bag just to kind of. But I guess you don't really want to do that with coffee because it's coffee. You want that freshness seal. But what the other thing she would do is put them into a Ziploc bag just to seal it further. So if there was any issues, the contents wouldn't go any further than that Ziploc bag. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I cut the bag, but then sealed it up, but didn't have any Ziplocs. So you just cut the bag and threw it in the box. I see no potential problems with that plan. Mm-hmm. Alright. Just imagine you covered in poop brown gunpowder, like chimney powder of coffee. Yeah, so fuck it. Threw it in. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Seal it up. Do it live? Well, I usually do. I think we did the last one live. Yeah, we did do the last one live. It was lovely. Just added hot water to the package. You weren't here for that. Oh. So you may have never seen it unless you watched the VOD later. Yeah, last one was live because we were laughing at it for ages. Yes. Well, and the whole fiasco with the Gothic boots. It's like, nope, they don't fit. Nope. Such a shame. They're really nice too, but they don't fit. I don't know why. Stupid Chinese, size differences. And then Rose goes, can I try them on? Maybe they'll fit me. So she goes, it's like, wait, what's this? Pulls the freaking big, massive toe padding out of it. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it does fit. You're semi-high. Oh, must be nice. Well, hopefully sometime this week. Yeah, which doesn't sound anything. It says your Rose voice is hilarious, which doesn't even sound anything like her. She actually has a lower voice. But, yeah. Anyway, I want to eat and watch stupid things and go to bed. So have yourselves a good night, everybody. And don't forget, Curlatin, check out that video. I mean, you don't have to watch all of it at once. It is divided very neatly into sections. You can just kind of piecemeal your way through it. But highly recommended. It's genuinely good. And I know, you being as into internet culture as you are, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. The video was 2 days ago. It's the 3rd, I think, was when it dropped. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen someone's career get tanked so quickly. It's crazy. Oh, the coffee bullshit. No, that was Christmas. That was Christmas last year. So it'll be one of the Christmas videos I'm editing. Yeah. 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 Meh, meh, meh. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Catch you on the flip side. Yo, until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. I gotta make the goodbye faster. I'll be here for another hour and a half. Oh, you were actually gone that whole time. Well, that would explain why you didn't see it. Well, cool. So you got some new shit to look forward to. All right. Later, everybody.